So, in this week's episode, we are going to be getting quite deep. So, if you're on a walk or laying on your couch or in the car, I'm super excited to be spending some time with you. My favorite type of content to consume online is content that shows me ways on how to improve my life. And I've been listening a lot to Bob Proctor again, whose entire life's work was dedicated to helping people change their lives and achieve the things they want to achieve. I love content about self-improvement, about waking up at 5 a.m., about going to Pilates, focusing on my skincare routine, meditating, journaling, and content that tells me how to live my life. When you look online and there are people really sharing with you how they live their lives, or they give advice on how to overcome certain challenges, and they are leading by example. And it's so inspiring to me because it teaches me new things. It shows me how I could be living my life in a healthier way. And you get inspiration about how to live a better life. Something I've switched over from doing before bed is listening to a sleep meditation or a Bob Proctor meditation. And I'll tell you more in depth why later on. But because I used to fall asleep to a makeup tutorial on YouTube or have a TV show playing in the background, I needed to find something different, something that was going to make me wake up in the morning feeling more clear-minded. And because I struggle to fall asleep to complete silence, I like having something playing in the background. And I remember as a kid when I first started doing meditation, I remember feeling so much calmer before bed. So I've kind of reverted back to that. And I'll listen to a Bob Proctor meditation because it's almost fueling my brain with valuable stuff. And obviously, unless I'm with someone, in a relationship, or having someone next to you, I actually enjoy having something in the background. It's more soothing because I am alone a lot of the time. I learned about this whole trick from someone online that I enjoy following. And when I wake up now, I feel different. I feel less anxious, more clear-minded, and refreshed. And it's something that really works and something that I've adopted from other people. So you can gain a lot of knowledge about how to live your life in a more efficient, happier way. But at the same time, only you know what is best for you. Only you know what you need and what would work for you. But the amazing thing is that you have a lot of content to consume that's totally up to you to try, and it's up to you to put in the work to really change your life. So that brings us to today's episode, which is about paradigms. If you aren't familiar with the word paradigm, I'll try and simplify it for you. So don't worry, I got you back. Imagine a paradigm as a set of glasses through which we see and understand the world. It's like wearing a specific lens that shapes how we perceive and interpret everything around us, including our thoughts, our beliefs, and our actions. So our paradigm is like a framework or model that influences our understanding of reality. It guides our behavior and our decision making. And just as a different pair of glasses can offer, varying perspectives, different paradigms can lead to different interpretations and approaches to solving problems or understanding concepts. Our paradigm exists in our subconscious mind, and there is a lovely quote from Joel Barker which says, "To be able to shape your future, you have to be willing and able to change your paradigm." So, do you ever wonder why you aren't getting the results you want in life? Well, it's because of your paradigm. It's because of your limiting beliefs. When you are trying to earn better income or change a bad habit, you can tell your conscious mind one thing, but if you aren't emotionally invested in what you want and you actually don't believe in it, your subconscious mind rejects it because it controls your behavior and that controls our results. So you are able to change any result in your life that you are getting by taking the time to change your paradigm. Think about what is programmed into your mind from when you are a baby. Your paradigm gets formed right from when you are an infant. Everything gets directly stored in your subconscious mind. And as a baby, you can't simply reject information. You're like a sponge. You absorb absolutely everything. So your subconscious mind cannot reject or accept information. So what happens is it sticks. And then years later, you still have that same paradigm, that same conditioning. It becomes part of how you think, what you believe, what you like, and also how you perceive the world. Our conscious mind can accept or reject things you consume on a daily basis, like Netflix, social media, other people. But so many of us keep our minds wide open, which means our subconscious mind is wide open. And then all of that negativity that we allow in goes right to our subconscious mind and gets locked in. And in your conscious mind, you are able to choose what you want and you are able to control your own thought patterns. The problem is that our subconscious mind is what controls our actual behavior and our perception. So think about how we allow so much negativity to fill our headspace on a daily basis. When we are listening to the radio or listening to the news, consuming social media or reading the newspaper, we are getting inundated with a lot of negativity. And our paradigm holds on to that. So if you have a belief that you don't deserve good things, that you will never achieve your goals, that you are unworthy and not capable, well, that is what is going to influence your actions in life. It's going to create your actual reality. Something that I've started doing is I take an hour a day to really study the mind, whether that is reading a book, watching a teaching about mindset, doing a meditation, or specifically searching topics online about things that I have questions to, so that I can better understand the mind in order to understand my own. And by doing this, it allows you to start slowly opening yourself up to the possibility that you are capable of achieving anything that you want, that things will be okay, that it will take some discipline to change your perception of yourself in order to improve your life, but you can do it. I might actually do a part 2 about this because I think it's so valuable to know, because so often we look outside of ourselves for all of the answers when we actually have the answers within ourselves. We just need to reach in and learn more about why we think the way we do. Why is our perception of ourselves so low? Why aren't we getting the results we want? And then kind of taking those tools and that information that we've gained and really making the effort to start slowly improving things in our lives. But it starts with the mind, because our mind controls our bodies. Making decisions, for example, is probably the most liberating thing you can do for yourself. And sometimes we ask everyone else what to do when maybe they don't even know. And it's decisions that are about our lives. Think about it. We aren't taught how to make money in school or how to use our mind as a tool to achieve what we want. So now we kind of have to take that upon ourselves and learn ourselves so that we can create the life that we want. I want to highlight 2 ways for you to start letting go of limiting beliefs that you have. The first thing would be awareness and reframing. So start by becoming aware of the limiting beliefs you hold on to. Like, write them down. Show them that you aren't afraid to acknowledge them. Pay attention to the thoughts and the self-talk that arise in certain situations, especially when you feel stuck or challenged. Like, do you constantly just reiterate to yourself how much you suck and what a failure you are? And once you identify a limiting belief, challenge its value. Ask yourself questions like, is this belief true? Where did it come from? Does it serve me? Reframe the limiting belief into a more empowering perspective. For example, if you believe I'm not good enough, reframe that to I am capable and I'm also constantly growing. And when you repeat those words to yourself and you become more aware of how you actually speak to yourself and you really believe those positive affirmations on an emotional level, you start to break down that old paradigm and you're able to start rebuilding a new one. The second thing is visualization and affirmations. So use visualization techniques to imagine yourself without the limiting belief in your life. Like, how would you feel without having that limiting belief? Visualize yourself confidently overcoming a specific challenge and achieving that goal. Think about how that makes you feel and really take a moment to feel it. I know positive affirmations can kind of be seen as like a form of toxic positivity. It doesn't work. Like, I don't believe what I'm telling myself. But that's the thing. That's why it's not working. It's because you're not actually emotionally believing what you're telling yourself on a daily basis. So think about all of those negative things that you like to tell yourself. Imagine if you like used half of that time to actually reaffirm to yourself that, you know what, I got this. I'm capable. I can do it. And you actually reiterate that to yourself. It becomes part of your identity. So it takes time, it takes discipline, but you actually have to want to put in that work. So rather use positive affirmations or just affirmations in general to reinforce more positive beliefs. Repeat affirmations that counteract your limiting daily beliefs, like I am worthy of success or I believe in my abilities. Combine visualization with affirmations by actually imagining yourself embodying your words that you're telling yourself. Like all of those good things that you think about yourself, that you love about yourself, that you know you're capable of doing. Actually sit with yourself and visualize yourself becoming those positive thoughts and really reinforce them in your subconscious mind. Something I learned from the book Think and Grow Rich, which I literally read every day. It's like one of my favorite books to read. It like puts me in the best frame of mind. It's that when you have a goal in your mind and you have a will to achieve it, having the will to do something is like having a clear image of what you want to do or achieve and removing any other distractions. So when you want to achieve something, you have to be willing to really put everything into it. Whether it's going to work out or not, whether it's going to take you years, you have to really be focused on that thing that you want for your life until it becomes your reality. And if you aren't feeling that happy lately in your life and you are questioning your worth, ask yourself, have I explored all the options on how to improve my mind first and make it strong and empowered so that no matter what comes into your life, you know that you have what you need within you in order to overcome anything. So thank you guys so much for listening to this week's episode. New podcast episodes every Wednesday. Also check out my YouTube channel, new videos every week. I also have a book called Bright Days Ahead. It is available on Amazon, so check it out. I love hanging out with you, okay? I hope you have an amazing week. I'm sending you a lot of good vibes and I love you. So, ciao.